Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Taurus, March 14, 2022. Today's transits can serve as a power boost. It can be a time to discover or develop a personal interest or course of study, promote yourself, or learn and advance in your trade. A compelling experience occurring now may change your perspective. The goal should be to purge and let go, responsibly, if you're seeking or defending a truth today. You might get an answer, but things can get heated and intense pretty quickly, so it's best to be mindful of where you put your energy. Similarly, stubbornness can be positive and working towards an important objective but counterproductive when you shut yourself down to possible alternatives. Newly discovered passions can lead to a change of plans. Your magnetic powers of attraction are strong, and you might gain the courage to make a move you've wanted to make for some time. Connecting with a partner can be intense and exciting today. It can be a time to reinvent yourself through new ideas, knowledge, and life experience. Never say never. The moon is glimmering through your socially conscious 11th house of community affairs and individual freedom, encouraging you to explore your options. Additionally, your luscious planetary ruler, Venus, will be joining forces with powerhouse Pluto, the celestial ruler of your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others via your expansive 9th house of experience. Whether it be a traditional belief system or a specific culture with which you associate, your romantic feelings for someone could be brought to the forefront at this time, specifically those of you dabbling in a taboo-like connection. The stress of focusing heavily on your career and how you want to be viewed professionally is alleviated as the moon leaves Aquarius for watery Pisces today. Your attention is turned towards your professional community and dreams. Mystical Luna is dreaming of all the ways you could come up in your career path, from connecting with the top dogs in your industry to turning your dreams into reality. While it is nice to daydream of such endeavors, make sure you use Mars in Capricorn energy to work towards them as well. It has been nearly a month since the dwarf planet Ceres retrograded back into your income sector, but she is in position and ready for Venus and Mars' return to your career sector over the weekend. Ceres' job is to help you better understand your income needs and priorities, and it comes just as your professional year is about to catch its second wind. You're quite the genius, no? Try to be kind to others, though, and don't show off too much. Balance your intellect with humor and others won't be able to resist your smart charms. Your concern for others brings you closer and closer to the feeling that you need the same kind of concern for yourself. Maybe it will mean getting hurt a few times before you learn that setting boundaries is useful for you. Start paying attention to your boundaries through following a more organized health regimen. Taking care of yourself sends out messages to others that they must take care with you. Also, remember that drinking enough water and other fluids is critical to maintaining healthy blood circulation. Don't be surprised if you discover a need for some creative release today. Expression in this way is a huge part of this day, and why not go with it? Chances are you have many hidden talents just waiting for the opportunity to come out and be realized. While drawing and painting may not be your thing, floral arranging or soapstone carving might be. You'll never know unless you give it a whirl. Let your natural abilities come out. 8 days after Venus and Mars return to give this new professional year its second wind, the moon returns to put your work and life balance to the test. It is the moon's return to your home and family sector and clash with Venus and Mars that will create some tension between your home and professional lives, but this is more a recap of the same reminders last month's full moon delivered. The moon is just passing through and will be gone in 2 days, but brings the right reminder at the right time. This time last week the moon was in Taurus and about to cross the lunar nodes, something that was always going to put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test. A week on, the moon is wrapping up a visit to your communication sector that has not only helped to get the communication lines open but provide real support for friendship and relationship building. Your tarot reading for today. Temperance, the Emperor and the Moon. The cards highlight a project that is very important to you, something you have been thinking about for a long time, but that seems difficult to achieve. In your draw, you have the resources to embark on this adventure. You are a thoughtful, realistic, and independent person, and these are essential qualities for carrying out this project. The cards highlight the obstacles that prevent you from going after what you want. They are primarily social constraints. It is difficult for you to manage everything at once. Some people rely on you, and you have moral and personal obligations. One way and another, all these responsibilities prevent you from concentrating fully on this project, which is nonetheless very important to you. Recently, you seem to feel a certain weariness in your personal life. In your external environment, things tend to repeat themselves endlessly. You sometimes find this routine difficult to bear, and you need a change of scenery. The cards highlight this desire for renewal and evoke new opportunities in your life. This change could take place in March 2022 when you meet a person who could change things in your life and bring something new to your personal circumstances. You'll get to know this man through a friend, and he could soon play a larger role in your life. In his company, and that of your friend, you could try new activities and explore new horizons. The cards particularly evoke trips that could give you a different perspective on the world and fill that need for novelty you are feeling at the moment. Your draw announces a period of opportunity, change, and discovery that marks a break with your current situation. By listening to the lesson of this draw, you could achieve great progress on the personal and emotional levels. Our eyes in the sky. Perspective is everything here, so you'd better be clear about what you feel when you feel it, because the next few weeks are going to be all-encompassing when it comes to romance. Slow your roll before making any moves. You don't have to win a race. Love is about building connections and knowing the person on a soul level. Also, Mercury in the nodes of destiny square off, which can give you a push to spread your wings and fly, but only if you are on the right track and prepared to do so. You'll be feeling sociable, and communication will be very open. Being this in touch with how you feel while also being able to convey it exactly the way you like is a blessing. Misperception is very likely at this time, so be careful not to react too seriously to anything, and be aware that you might be more sensitive than usual. You're sure to at least be resourceful enough to come up with some problem-solving ideas. Time limitations could give you a reality check, but you could be too motivated by possible success to think much about it. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it might now seem that what our heart wants has been denied to us. Perhaps this is a matter of unrequited feelings. Perhaps our needs have failed to be met. Perhaps we are simply uncomfortable airing romantic or gushy sentiments. We would love for things to be simple, but the extent of a circumstance's complexity makes for moodiness. We may also act a bit desperate, convinced that hearts can be changed if we simply dig in our heels and refuse to acknowledge another's interest or lack thereof. We must determine whether we are potentially hurting ourselves in our unwillingness to accept anything other than a simple answer.